I tell you what you better look at real quick is that 24 car, Jeff Gordon sliding backwards. He restarted. He had the lead. Now he's falling all the way back to 4th, about to fall in the clutches of David Reagan in the 6th.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's got a good car on a long run, I guess, just because this thing isn't doing anything on this restart.
Well, Kyle Busch is now the leader. And we're told they've tried several different. Oh, car in the wall.
6.
Bounced right off. David Reagan keeps going, but loses speed down the front straightaway. I said Kyle Busch's team has tried several different adhesives. In that huddle, I saw Jay Berry, who owns Airborne Coatings, and so he's an expert in powder coating and adhesives and those kind of things. So it's a mystery down there in Kyle Busch's pit, but he is leading this race.
Now, when you look at the Tony Stewart, the 20 car, what's so important about him staying where he's at right now, remember, he was involved in that crash on lap 2. Right now, if he gets a caution, this would put him only 1 lap down. So it's important that that 20 car stays in front of that leader.
I think when you think of the first lap of the race, he's in the wall, big time.
Hey, speaking in the wall, our leader just got into the wall hard off turn 2, Kyle Busch in the 18.
And we're right back where we were last Saturday night with Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. battling for the lead.
See, that's the thing about this car, though. These guys have already figured out. See, this pop loose, I guess is what he's saying.
Hit your mark, Steve.
They've all figured out you don't have to slow down. Hit the wall, keep gassing it up. Ooh, that is huge. Oh, no. Killed that thing.
And you saw Jeff earlier show us a wheel that had chunks of the concrete from the wall wedged between the wheel and the bead of the tire. That's not good for balance, pressure, or other things.
That's unbelievable that you can climb the wall like that with a car and it'll keep on running as good as he seems to be running.
You know, I know we've got Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. battling each other for the lead, but the guy we better watch is that 99 car, Carl Edwards. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's sitting back there in 3rd. Remember, Carl Edwards started this race in 36th position.
And Carl did such a cool thing here a couple of weeks ago. He flew his plane down to Spartanburg, picked up David Pearson, who's won more races here than anybody, flew David here to Darlington to the racetrack. Leonard Wood was waiting, and the 21 Mercury that Pearson won a lot of those races in was right here. Pearson hopped into the Mercury. Carl hopped into his Roush Fenway Ford. They ran a bunch of laps and traded notes. So when you got the Silver Fox in your corner, that's a pretty good thing to have here at Darlington.
Yes, it is. But right now, he's about a 10th of a lap faster than Dale Earnhardt Jr. sitting in 2nd, who we're riding with right now, as we've got 75 laps to go.
I've been watching race cars my whole life. I've just never seen them climb the wall the way they do, knock the wall down the way they do, and never slow down.
Carol, folks have asked why we don't run alloy wheels in NASCAR. That hit that you just saw that car take into the wall, an alloy wheel would have exploded. A steel wheel maybe gets bent a little bit, but it still retains that tire on the bead, and you keep on going.
You can believe everything that's been done to these race cars for 50 years is all about endurance. We run 500 miles and we hit the wall. Obviously, you got to have someone on there that'll take a licking and keep on ticking.
And endurance is this place's middle name.
Now that right there is quite a battle back there for about 12th between Burton the 31, Martin the 8, McMurray the 26, and Quapple the 28.
Kyle Busch holding off Dale Earnhardt Jr. 9/10 of a second is Busch's lead. 74 laps to go.
NASCAR and Fox in Darlington, 67 laps to go. They've been racing here since 1950. 23-year-old Kyle Busch scraping the wall once again, trying to be the youngest winner in the history of this track. Our Sprint Monster moment. After Saturday night, he was booed during driver introductions, but Kyle quickly taking the lead early from Dale Earnhardt Jr. We got a wreck with 66 to go.
See the 11 car out there. Denny Hamlin goes around. Caution is on the speedway.
Let's rejoin Darrell, Larry, and Mike.
Hey, what happened down there was that one car, the 1 and the 11 got together and took the 11 out, or spun 11 around. I think it hurt the 1 more than it did the 11, although it hurt them both, I think.
They were battling for 7th position.
Just got into him right there. I'm not sure what that was all about. One car just kind of ran over the 11.
David Gilliland Nice evasive maneuver. Boy, Hamlin had been having a good run, and so had Truex to that point.
I think it actually hurt the one car
a lot more than the 11.
Yeah, I think the 11, that's actually, front tires are locked up, but rear tires are smoking.
Caution's a big break for Casey Kane, who stays on the lead lap, and I believe David Gilliland will get the free pass. This is the 8th caution flag of the night, and it comes out, Larry, with 65 laps to go.
It's just outside of that pit window, but I still think we have to see these guys come to pit road to possibly get their last set of tires and fill that thing up with fuel and see where the race pace goes and see if you can make it to the end.
Smoke got a lap back.
So now he'll be 1 lap down.
And that's a big deal, because you can be running 20th with cars that are 1 lap, or 21st with cars that are 1 lap down. So that's a big move.
So there will be 4 cars 1 lap down: Vickers, Waltrip, Montoya, and Stewart when we go back to green. There will be 21 cars on the lead lap. 65 laps to go in the Dodge Challenger 500. And Kyle Busch, after a penalty for leaving a lug nut off on the rear, has fought his way back to the lead. Let's see if he can keep it through pit stops. Krista.
That's right, Mike. The crew needs these lug nuts to stick to the wheel. Kyle needs his car to stick to the track. He says where he was tight, he is now loose. He is losing side bite. They're making a slight chassis adjustment, and it's going to be a 4-tire stop for Kyle. Steve.
Carl Edwards says he's just a little bit tight. An 1/8 of a round of bite out of the right rear for Carl Edwards. 4 tires. Matt.
Teams can go the distance from here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. said the car was really slick on that last run. Maybe they went a little too far on the air pressure adjustment, but they're very close. Jeff Gordon said that sticker tires, which they were on the last run. He said the car was chattering the front, meaning he was pushing. He's away. He's not going to win the battle off pit road.
Jeff Gordon almost gets into it with David Reagan there.
Ooh, he did.
And Kyle Busch will hold the front spot.
Tell you what, Jimmy Finning, that 6th group, they did change 4 tires. They gained 2 spots. They're back in the top 5.
The plot thickens in Darlington.